The Magic Beanstalk and the Poor Farmer Jack. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the rolling hills of the countryside, there lived a poor but hard-working farmer named Jack. Jack was a kind and gentle man, but he had a tough life. He worked from dawn till dusk every day, tending to his fields and caring for his small flock of sheep. Despite his hard work, Jack barely had enough to get by. He lived in a tiny cottage with a leaky roof and barely enough food to feed himself and his wife. But Jack was content with his simple life. He loved his wife and his work, and he was grateful for what he had. One day, a terrible storm swept through the village, wreaking havoc on Jack's fields and destroying his crops. Jack was devastated. Without his crops, he had no way to make a living. He and his wife would be forced to leave their home and seek work in the city. But Jack was not one to give up easily. He decided to try one last time to save his farm. He took out a loan and used it to buy a handful of magic beans. He had heard that these beans could grow into giant beanstalks that reached all the way to the clouds. Jack planted the beans and waited patiently. To his surprise, a beanstalk began to grow before his very eyes, reaching higher and higher into the sky. Jack was filled with excitement and hope. He climbed the beanstalk, determined to find a way to save his farm. At the top of the beanstalk, Jack found himself in a magical land filled with wonder and adventure. He encountered giants and talking animals, and he even found a pot of gold. But most importantly, he found a way to save his farm and provide a better life for his wife. And so, Jack returned home a hero, his pockets filled with gold and his heart filled with joy. He used the gold to fix his roof, buy new seeds, and pay off his loan. His farm flourished, and he and his wife lived happily ever after.